The heading with Psalm 21, a Psalm of David, is Joy in the Salvation of the Lord. It is Caleb Ministries, 24th of April. I want to read verse 6 for you. It says, You have endowed him with eternal blessings and given him the joy of your presence. David knew what it was like to seek God for rescue, defense, victory, provision, direction, and more. But he also knew what it was like to sit or even sleep in God's presence. He thirsted and panted and longed for God. He believed someone could taste and see that the Lord is good. His greatest desire was to live in the Lord's house, delight in his perfections, and meditate on his word. David knew that God, though mighty to save, provide, guide, and heal, is primarily relational. Now, this is the thing for us to understand. God is primarily relational. He is a being. He calls himself I am. He is before he does. Those made in his image need to do and to be the same. We are simply to be in his presence before doing things for him or seeking things from him. Our words aren't even necessary for him. He knows our thoughts already, and they often aren't necessary for us either. Like sitting in a room and enjoying a loved one's silent companionship. We can sit with God and just be. There's joy simply in a sense of his presence. For again, Isaiah says there in Isaiah 30 verse 15, in just returning to me, come sit in the room with me. There is where your salvation is. And just be quiet, be patient. That is where your strength is. Hear his voice. Spend time with me today. I don't just mean have conversations with me, though our conversations are good. I mean spend time just being with me. Learn to exist, to move in the knowledge of my presence. Many of the answers and changes we long for come with seeking his presence, rather than seeking the answers and changes themselves. When we prioritize God, he will move on our behalf much more readily. He desires good things for us, but above all, he wants our hearts. So, build on your credit with God. Prayer. Lord, my heart is yours. I want your benefits, but I want you even more. Fill me with the joy of your presence as I seek you above all else.